There's an unwritten rule, by the way, in the black community that there is somewhat of a hierarchy when it comes to respect. At the top of that hierarchy are old black women and grandmothers.
Wow.
Okay, the only concerns that I really have with this union going forward is that I don't want it to come between me and your time. When I say I want to have dinner with you, it doesn't mean me, you, and Tierra. And I don't want it to feel like Tierra has an input in it or any influence in it. You shouldn't have to ask her, could you do it? I'm your mother. You should carve that time out, because that's what I want.
Below them are black mothers.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
Over 100K. Let's just say either at 100K or a little bit over it. And the reason why I say that is because I'm literally there in my career, but also I know myself, and I hate to say this, but I will talk down on a man that make less than me. But when you have a kid, you do raise the bar. And unfortunately, and it's just that. You raise the bar. I know where I am in my career. I know what I make, so it is what it is. If you don't make that, it's totally okay. You don't have to reach out to me. It's somebody else for you, not me. I want the black men, stop paying attention to those podcasts. Get out here and get in the field, for real. Go make some money. Stop arguing with females. Go make your money.
If the guy made 70K, don't reach out to you.
I prefer not to, honestly.
Below them are black women and girls, regardless of whatever their age is.
We stand with you. That's why we're here. We stand with you. We support you. We stand with you. That's why we're here. We stand with you. We support you.
Thank y'all for supporting me. Because nobody else wanted to hear my story except for people that know me and people that know I would never do anything like that. I would never harm anybody. I'm not a fighter. I'm not even confrontational. I wouldn't even do that on purpose. And I thank y'all for believing in me, and I love y'all.
Below them are old black men.
All I know is this. It ain't working for me. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Below them are black fathers.
Yo, DDG, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Shorty ain't gonna tell you this. I'm gonna just tell you. She gonna put you in a position where if you wanna be around your kid in the capacity you wanna be around your kid, you gotta stop showcasing that you're around. You gotta seem mad lonely, mad just whatever. She's using this to control your perception online. She don't want her kid with the baby daddy that's looking like the womanizer, even though you're not together. Listen, when you have a baby mom, she gonna use this as leverage to get what she want. She gonna use it to get compliance.
And at the very bottom are black men and black boys.
This is a huge red flag for me. All right. You know what's so crazy? I was gonna say men.
If you guys continue down this route, I'm gonna be against Doechii.
Go ahead. I'm on Doechii.
If y'all continue to be so adamant in your,
you got a 1v4 coming up. I'm on Doechii's side. I'm definitely
down.
on her side. We all with Doechii.
I gotta do it, man.
Women don't know what red flag means. Yes. That's really what it boiled down to.
That's the criticism.
That is a broad statement.
But that's what a lot of the that's what a lot of the criticism came from, because people were saying red flag means danger. So you're saying straight men are a danger.
This is like a red flag mean.
No, well, I don't think it does either.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily.
A red flag is like just a sign that something is concerning. It doesn't be danger. Like
knock it.
Hold on.
No. Like if you go to a job interview and you show up an hour late, that's a red flag.
Look, a red flag is used as a warning of danger.
But not physical danger is what I'm saying. For example,
danger. It didn't say physical.
Right, but
of some danger.
So back to my point. One, if Doechii is fluid, which she is, to my knowledge, she don't date straight men. So if you're asking somebody what is a red flag in the people that you date, and you respond with people that you don't date, then what is the point of that other than to be divisive and to offend?
And this skewed pyramid of phony respect often overrides truth and accountability, replacing it with dysfunction and hypocrisy.
We stand with you. That's why we're here. We stand with you. We support you.
One of the things that we ignore is that it's not just that the right wing is racist and the left wing is this just party trying to liberate the poor. As it pertains to Black men, we find ourselves alienated by both groups. In other words, the right sees Black men, especially now, as just another group that benefits from DEI. And the left see Black men, heterosexual Black men, as a problem simply because they're heterosexual males. And heterosexual masculinity is considered inherently toxic unless it's been redeemed by some type of feminism. And as long as it's done that way, and of course, that's one of the main reasons that LGBT masculinities, I say that in quotes, are received well, because it's implicitly understood that they've been enmeshed in feminism one way or another. I mean, the entire idea of LGBT defers to femininity. So it is acceptable there to explore masculinity. But if you're heterosexual and male, the only way to do so is to do so through the veil of feminism, which means that you've been kind of baptized in some type of acceptable form of gender practice, right? But if you're critical of feminism and you advocate for masculinity, whether you support the left, the right, whether you vote for one party or another, it really doesn't matter. The left is going to see you as inherently toxic. The right is going to see you as a DEI hire, even though Black men really haven't benefited from DEI in any discernible way. So we find ourselves on the outs from either party. And contrary to popular opinion, which we're going to explore in this video clip, the idea is that, Black men just want to mirror and repeat what white men are doing. That's the popular go-to kind of Black feminist analysis of Black male behavior that doesn't defer to Black feminism. We just want to repeat what white men are doing, regardless of what actual Black men are actually saying. Now, I'll give Hill credit here, where he at least says he's talked to Black men, but I say that with a grain of salt, right? Because there's a lot of different types of approaches to this whole issue. Nevertheless, the idea, though, that Black men are just trying to parrot white men and really aren't exploring alternative voting patterns, alternative political strategies, simply because the ones we've been using haven't benefited us. Most particularly, not just the Black community as a whole, but Black men in particular. We've not been a priority of either party, right? And just to remind people that Black males were the second highest voting group, and this is not a new thing. This has been going on for quite a while. Behind Black women, Black males were the second highest voting group on the left as far as Democrats are concerned, and that includes this past election between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. And yet Black men have been identified as the potential threat to her potential presidency since the day she was announced.
And this is my experience. I watch so many Negro men in particular, tell me why they voted for Trump.
Ooh.
I am stuck.
Look at that. Are Black men the weakest link, right? These are the kinds of statements that Black men are comfortable making as long as feminists pat us on the head.
At the number of Black men who tell me they voted for Donald Trump. I am shocked at the number of people in barbershops, everywhere. When I talk to them, they be like, yo, I voted for Trump, man. I couldn't. It's either.
Okay, so it's everywhere. Except the overwhelming majority in the last two elections involving Trump, as far as Black male votes are concerned, went to the Democratic candidate. And this is one of the reasons, look, at the bottom line, I'm just going to say it out the gate. One of the problems I have with Marc Lamont Hill on this video is that he decided to do it in the first place. And second, that despite how Black men voted as a whole, he still saw this as a worthy show to hold, to denigrate the Black men who are in extremely small numbers. Whether that's good or bad is irrelevant. I'm not making a judgment call. I'm simply pointing it out. Black men are relatively small in voting power anyway, but the subset that voted for Trump are incredibly small. And yet you saw it important enough to do a show to denigrate Black men when we know it's white women and Latinos that are the primary groups in question. We already know white men were going to vote Republican in the largest numbers, but white women and Latinos are the swing vote, if you can use that term in this instance, and not black men. But they find it a worthy topic.
I couldn't vote for Kamala, or I really rock with Trump. They whisper it, but the whispers, which are more prominent in 2016, excuse me, are now they kind of saying it like with their chest out. Like, I voted for Trump, I rock with Donald. I don't know what we're talking about.
You know what we're really talking about? As much as you want to make it about men and their faulty analysis on this, this is the problem. It's not the Republicans' fault. It's not black men's fault. It's the left's fault. What the left did is they vilified masculinity.
The conundrum that many thinking black men find ourselves in 2025 is that of being the bottom brick. That no matter what happens, you're going to be smashed whether you do things the right way or if you're not. If you're a father or if you're not. If you're voting a certain way or not. If you're getting married or meeting certain standards or not. Regardless of your effort. The beauty of the internet age is now that black men are no longer gaslit by shows like Oprah telling us that we're not good enough men, or songs telling us that she's not going to cry about us anymore. Instead, we're confronted with a world where all of us are taking notes and sharing them, and noticing things that don't apply to us being attributed to us and our behavior. The only salvation that we have now is that when we compare notes, we can say in unison, you're not talking about us, because we aren't like that. And we don't want to be your bottom brick anymore. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.